Hello subs. Today I've been doing a bit of wood turning and a little bit of metal melting as well. The rain stopped for 10 minutes and I managed to get out. So I cut down those trees. What I'm doing now is waxing the bed because oak can really damage your the old bed. You can see it there, it's already started to stain and it does actually rot it away. So a bit of wax on top to prep it up. What I'm going to do now, I've got a little commission. I've got to make some mushrooms. I'm going to make half a dozen. First thing, mark out the bit at the top. This first one's going to be quite a shallow domed mushroom, but I should make some others that are more pointed, etc. Next stage, mark off where you want the bottom of the top of the mushroom to be. And I like to cut at an angle so that the water won't collect underneath. Then just round the body off. Got the basic shape there, so I'm just going to cut the one off now. And no, that is not the way to do it. And now we've got a nice tenon. We can hold it nice and tight. The way to position it is to push the other end in. And that's about the best way you can get to actually find the centre. It'll still have a bit of a wobble on it, but that doesn't matter. Not at this stage. What would be better is if I sharpen those tools. But I'll finish this one off first. And this bit you've got to be really careful because it's quite a long way from the drive chuck. You can get a lot of wobble and you really do need sharp tools, and mine are currently blunt, so not so good, but it's easy enough to finish off the points on the sanding machine. I think that'll do. I'll give them just the lightest sandpaper because it's really wet wood. I only cut them down what was it, a week ago. And it just clogs the paper up, even though that's 80 grit. Just fills it up. I tried bashing the paper, but it doesn't make any difference. But it gets off the burrs anyway, the most obvious bits. And there you go, first mushroom. I left the bases on because when you plant them it'll help stabilise them a bit better. Number 2. This one's going to be more of a dome top. No, it's not worked. Even though the chuck is quite tight, just knocking it with the spindle gouge there, just knocks it out of centre. So I'll do as much as I can with the live end there. Now being really gentle. And there you go, number 1 and number 2. Now I'm going to sharpen the tools. It's basically a fine disc. What I've done is just 3D printed with a solid infill a backing plate. I've angled it so it fits the chuck correctly, and used on a slow speed, never put it on fast. It's just fine for hand sharpening your tools. I haven't got a jig, that would be nice, but it'll have to do. There you go, number 3. Now number 4 here is the longest one. I tried to do something special on that, but it didn't work. So it's ended up a little bit shorter than what I was hoping. So I'll have a... what's that? I thought that was number 5 actually. As you can see, when you've got nice sharp tools, fingertip control is all you need. And you can see the tool's wobbling, but it's hardly moving my thumb at all. That's a nice one. Another dome top. So let's have a look at them. There you go. I'll divide those into 2 and have 3 in each planter. So it's 1 dome, 1 small peak and 1 tall one. Right, the sunshine actually came out, sort of. Well, it stopped raining, so I can actually do a bit of melting. That was last week's spill. And I can't pick these things up with that glove. You'll see it in a minute, the right hand one. It's just completely destroyed. Still keeps out the heat, but you can't do much with it. I don't know what that middle weight is made from, but it never melted. Get rid of that. There you go, in the bin. And that's left me with a lot of metal pins, which fortunately with lead just floats to the surface. Right, time for the pour. Now they are hot, really hot. It's going to take a long time for this lead to freeze down. I reckon I got exactly the right amount there as well. So let's see what it weighs. God, it's really difficult to pick up. Yeah, 2.7 kilograms. That's one big lump and 6 lovely mushrooms. Thanks for watching, and next week I'll be out with the forge casting some Bronze Age stuff. That'll be fun.